Hi, I'm Barbara Britt, and today we're going to talk about your purpose. But is your purpose, is your action steps, is your daily life, are the things that you think and do and say and the people you're around, are those actually in harmony with your purpose? And this is one of the most important things because, I've known my purpose since I was in the 7th grade. I knew my purpose was to be an educator. I knew my purpose was that, but I didn't put in the action steps that would have got me from here to there. I stumbled along and wondered why my purpose didn't just come automatically. Well, again, today we're going to talk about your purpose. I'm Barbara Britt. I'm a motivational speaker that comes with action steps to get you from here to there, to get you excited, get you motivated, and then give you the steps to follow through. I also do consulting with businesses coming in for culture change, for culture enlightenment, so that everybody in your building, everybody that comes into your office feels like their strengths, their talents, and their giftedness are being used to the full potential of their being. And then I do professional coaching. So today, this is an important subject to me, and is your purpose being lived out in harmony? Are the things that you're doing, saying, talking, thinking, action steps that you're doing, are they staying in harmony with you? And I'd like to start off today with this. It's a quote, and I always start off with quotes, and I start off with gratitude. Well, I'm in gratitude that you actually got onto this today, and I hope that you're going to take something of what this program gave to you, and you're going to take it, apply it, and then share it with someone else so that it goes on. So the quote that I'd like to share today is, "The trials on the road to world harmony are no greater," now that's important, "are no greater than the courage of those who accept the challenge." And that's by Carl Lewis. And I want to tell you, that's a powerful statement. That is a power. So if it's not any more than the challenge to do it, what are you waiting for? What are those action steps that you can take so that you can be in harmony with your purpose? Another thing I'm going to tell you today, and I want you to take home, I want you to live in it, and then I want you to share that with someone else. Your purpose is just that. If you wait for other people to latch on and give you permission to live in your purpose and do action steps, you're just going to be waiting for a long time, and you're going to miss that mark on living that purpose. I knew my purpose. I was one of those people from the time I was in the 7th grade. It made no sense, nothing in reality, because I wanted to become a teacher. And if you looked at my grades and my learning disabilities, you would have said, that will never come to fruition. I knew my purpose. It stayed in my heart all that time. But I didn't start actually living that, really living that, until I got out of high school. Because I didn't see a way of doing that. So I want you don't have to know the what and the why. I mean, you have to know the why. You have to know the why of your purpose, but you don't have to know the what and how. You just have to go for it. Go for it with everything you have. So let's talk about why we would do certain things to make our purpose valuable, and how we can actually live out through our purpose. And it says, what is your purpose? First of all, know that. And you can do that by getting into a quiet room. And it may take days. It may take weeks. And to actually live and work that purpose. Well, I went for 7 years before I actually got to live the purpose. 7 years after high school before I got to really live the purpose of me being an educator. 7 years, 7 long years from the time when I found out the action steps I had to do. That's what it took. So I'd like to make it a little easier for you. So what is your purpose? Again, don't turn and ask someone else, hey, what's my purpose? Don't do that. You know what your purpose is. Or if you don't, sit in a quiet time, go over reflection. We'll go over what gets you up in the morning. What excites you? What gives you that inkling? Now, I'm going to say this is a disclaimer before we get started. I'm not telling you to run out now and quit your job. I didn't do that. To meet my life purpose, I did a lot of jobs so that I could bring in income, so that I could go to school at night, so I could become a teacher. I just didn't stop and say, well, I'm just going to live my purpose. And a lot of times people don't understand that purpose is a journey. Know your purpose, and then let's start putting the action steps. And are you living in harmony with your purpose? Now, living in harmony is something that's really important today that we talk about. Living in that harmony. Because if my action steps and all don't play into it, I may be talking it, but if I'm not walking it, I am not living in harmony with my purpose. So, your life purpose consists of the central motivating aim of your life. I call it being hungry. It is an all-consuming desire to be able to do something. I've met several artists, and they've said this. I worked a job, and I liked my job fine, but my passion, my purpose was to create art. So I painted on the weekends, and when I retired, I went into my purpose of painting and doing this. I had my family, I did. So sometimes we have to think about what it is we want, and then the action steps to actually get us there. And if those action steps are in harmony with the purpose grows exponentially. The reasons, again, purpose is the reason you get up in the morning. It actually guides your decisions. I will tell you this. Make sure you write your purpose down. Write it down anywhere you can. And when someone says, well, do you want to do this, or what do you think about this? Look at it. Don't give them an answer then. Look at it. Go back and look at your purpose. Does it promote your purpose? If it does not, then that's an action step. You can say, well, thank you, but no. Or no, thank you. And then be able to walk away from it. It influences our behavior. When we're not in harmony with our purpose, we feel slighted. We put upon. We feel like people have taken something away from us. Who is in control of those action steps? You're right. It's us. I'm in control. You're in control of it. It shapes all of our goals. And remember, the thing about it is when you're living in your harmony, you're going to get there. I got there as a teacher, and that was great. That was my purpose. But then I wanted to do this, and then I retired from teaching, and then my purpose kept growing. Still wanted to be an educator, a trainer. I still wanted to bring enlightenment to other people. I wanted people's lives to be better. I wanted people to be living in their purpose. Okay? It gives you a sense of direction. And, you may get up to that purpose and say, well, I'm just going to stop there. No. I want you to think about your purpose as living, breathing organism. It is something that you have to feed with a proper nutrition constantly. So your purpose creates meaning for you. And they say this, that people who live a life of purpose have a core belief and value system that influences all their decisions. That core value system, what allows you to live in that? And that's something else when you're in there in that reflection. What are your core values? It shapes their day-to-day actions, right? It determines your short and long-term priorities. Remember your purpose. If that is a major priority, my job helping me to pay all my bills, I'm proud of that. I'm going to work really hard. I'm going to do what I take in there. I'm not going to slack off because it allows me to reach my purpose. Okay? So stay in integrity, People that live in their purpose and live in harmony with it, they put a high value on integrity. I'm living in integrity. And when I live in integrity, it's easier for me to reach up there. When I don't, things have a tendency to just shatter or just fade away. So think about that. It allows me to earn the trust and the respect of others. If people know my purpose, know what I want to do, and know that I'm taking the action steps to get there, and I'm staying in harmony. People realize that they can trust you. They can actually count on you. What happens is that we're humans. You and I, everybody watching and listening, we're all humans. And so we let life happen, daily activities. We forget to put that purpose at priority, and we don't look at this and put it with here. We don't do that. You know, I read something one time up on a wall at a restaurant here in our town. It's called Clean Eats. And it said to stop saying, well, I deserve this chocolate. I deserve eating bad. I deserve, how about this? How about your purpose deserves you giving your best? How about that? How about looking at it that way? Your body deserves the best that you can do so that you can live in your purpose. And so I really like the way they did that. You know, when we're in the engagement of our goals and our awareness, our life purpose is easily dimmed. When we're thinking about the job and school, our life purpose can be dimmed. So have that wherever you can. Flip over your calendar. Have it in your wallet. But know, and when someone says something, is that reaching into that purpose? You can do it with fun things. You can do it with anything you want. But think about that. Is it doing that? You know, your internal self, your intuitive self understands when you're not living in a life of purpose. And when it gets out of sync, out of harmony, then you're not at your best self. You're not at your purpose. You know it. You can feel it. You'll say, I just don't feel right today. I just don't, I feel like my purpose isn't there anymore. It's a living, breathing organism. What are you going to put into that purpose? Well, I know that you're the type of person that's going to go after your purpose, and you're going to put those action steps, put the people in your life that are going to serve it. So until I see you next time with the next edition on this, I'm telling you now, give yourself the privilege, give yourself the power, give yourself the permission to live in your purpose. Thank you very much.